Morning everyone, welcome back to another one. Massive shout out to ITS today for sponsoring the video. Their new catalogue is out now. What I'll do is I'll put all the links in the description where you can go and view the products. Rather than getting a big bulky catalogue, you can get one, you can go and view it online now straight away. Remember, next day delivery. You order before 7 PM, you get it next day. Over 19,000 5-star Trustpilot reviews, and that's hard. That's hard. Also, remember, ITS is the home of the Screwfix and Toolstation price promise. ITS will never be beaten on any of those store prices, okay? They have sent me the new catalogue, and it's got over 200 brand new pages, jam-packed full of gear. I'm definitely going to have to get something for James, I reckon. What do you reckon? Give the video 5,000 thumbs up, and we'll get James a new tool. Let's go and get him, and we'll get on with the job.
He's here. He's got out of bed. To be fair, I was early. But here we are. So first thing we're going to do, we've got an existing socket here. We've got to put 3 doubles under there. As you can see, they're running off an extension lead, which isn't great. So before I get into this, we're going to go and isolate, and then we're going to just check this circuit for ring continuity, because this house hasn't been tested for 20 years. So God knows what horrors there might be lurking. So we're going to get it off, test it, and then we'll go from there. Put the light on for me, mate.
Wow. Nice. Such any cables here. Yeah. Nice, got the original big. Oh my god. Ooh. That's absolutely lovely. Okay. It's not rubber, is it? Don't think it's rubber. I think it's twin. Yeah, it's twin and a half, I think. Okay. This one's okay actually. Look, this is QC pass, so that socket's absolutely fine. Right, we're going to split these here. We're going to split these here. I'll remake these off because they're ugly as sin. We've got to split them anyway, and we're going to just make sure we've got some end to ends. So on a 32 amp MCB with a 80 amp RCD split load board. It's pretty old, but it hasn't been tested for ages, so it's like one of the original boards. Although it might have been upgraded and not been tested, you see. Who knows? So James is setting me up on the meter. Okie dokie. That's one colour lead, James. Only want 2. Only want the 2. Cheers, mate. That one and that one. Lovely jubbly. And the 2 crocodile clips, mate. Green. Brown. Right. The cable's beautiful when I've stripped it. It looks nice. Okay. This tester's freezing cold. Don't like it, mate. It don't like it. Right, hopefully you can see that. Let's have a look. 0.21. We don't need to record this yet, but we just double check in first before we get deep into this one. 0.20 and 30. Superb, mate. That is superb. Right, so yeah, we're good to go on this one. Oh god, it's so hot in here. Have you got used to wearing these masks yet? Right, so tested out, great, end to ends anyway. Okay, that's generally the thing that goes wrong if that you're going to be a lot of today if you don't have end to ends. So boards run that way, so that means my joists are going to be this way. So I'll have to get under here. Hopefully we can fish under, and then heating's been done at some point, so these have been up, so we'll have to come along here, and then we'll have them 3 double sockets
along here. But what we do first, we've got our cables in, then we do our chasing after. Okay, that's that room. And then in this room, client's already papered, which is fine, because this one we just swap in for a double. We're going to chop that out, put a double socket in there, and then we have got to add a double socket in there next to the bed and change that for a double socket. So put that off a minute. We've got our route along here, which is quite nice. We can drill these. We're only going to be drilling a 20mm in here. What we are going to have to do is, though, those cables are not in this floor. See where we've got a joist right on the edge of that, so they actually run the other side of the wall. So I think what we're going to have to do, if I look here, we have got some power cables here. Maybe we can identify which ones these are, potentially, and split the ring there. We've got to take that one off anyway, which I'll take off. Because this floor's so nice, look at it. I didn't want to get in that floor, so because it's been nicely redone. Look, I'll have to try and split it here. There's no other sockets anywhere to come off of. Yeah, maybe it'll pull out. Who knows? It's about the same sort of standard as the last one, look. Anyway, yeah, this floor has been redone, so we can't lift this. And these boards sort of run under the skirting, which tells me they've plonked them skirtings on top of that flooring. So I don't know what we're going to do yet. Alright, those cables there run down in the cavity to the board, but they're completely plastered in, okay? So we can't pull them out. The only thing we can do is, if you look that way, those cables run. So I'm going to have to measure where they are, which is going to be up here. Cut a piece of flooring up, cut the cable, put a one joint this end, one joint that end, and then run two ends of the ring that way and up to that new socket position there. That's the only thing we can do in this situation. All I've done is shove a little pokey screwdriver through the floor, and as you can see, you can just see the top of him, and he's right on top of those cables there. So we know we're banging the right place. So what we're going to do is take up this floor here. I would like to get it off right near the skirting board, but I don't think that's going to be possible, so I might have to cut it halfway. So back to that one there, halfway there, and then I'll have to put a noggin in to support that bit of the floor. But it's right behind the door, so it's not going to cause any problems. There we go, there they are, look, there's them cables. So we need to identify which ones we want. Cut them in the middle, pull one end to here, give us some length, joint it, pull some length on the other one and joint it basically. This is the only thing these things are good for, is finding cables that are not live basically. So I've cut him now, there's our two ends now, which we'll now be able to extend from, fix our Wago boxes to there, wire our new cables back, and that way. And we've proven it. We've just done a continuity test and we've now lost continuity because we've got two broken ends of the ring there now. Alright, so what we're going to end up doing is putting our maintenance free under here, screwing him to there, screwing that one to there, and then extending our cables out of there. Alright, we've got all our new cables running. They're all running, centre of the joist, 18mm hole, two cables up behind the skirting board, ready to joint in the floor now. I can put this floor back and get on with chasing out then. Okay, a bit of progress. I'm going to whack that socket back on, floor's back down, fixed down. There's our 2 new ends of our ring final. Yeah, I'll get them chased in. I'm going to be using a multi-tool with a diamond bit on, which James is trying to find. The van is approximately been 19 hours, so I managed to get this done in that time. So hopefully he'll turn up in a minute. Come on, James, where the hell are you? Oh. Right, height wise, we're going to just match in existing. So we are about with 1800 to the bottom. Okay, so I'll just replicate that over here now. I went down to the van, found James, and we found a bit in completely the wrong place. So that goes on the multi-tool, and it just makes a nicer job of the wall before you chisel it out. Yeah, that's also a magnet in the end of my tape measure. No. I can use mine. Right, there's the laser setup. We've got the classic 2 double box mount for it, as long as it doesn't fall off. It's a funny story behind one of them. That's going to be our mark for the laser. You can see it's pretty bright, it's nice and level. So all I'll do now is mark centres, get them all marked out, and I'll do a spacing of a box between, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll lay it out like this pretty much on the wall, like that, box between, and then start again. And hopefully we've only got a little bit of making good to do. Well, I didn't film most of that. I filmed a bit of time lapse, but there we go. We've done a bit of a fill. Sockets are on. We've also fitted a new one over there. James is going to now do a bit of clean. Next job is James has pulled the floor back for me because we've got to convert that to a double. We've also got to add a socket in the side of the bed here. So they've got a socket on the side of the bed there. So I'm wondering whether we can do it from the bedroom that side and just drill back entry. Who knows? We'll lift this up now and we'll have a look. I'm guessing, like James has just said, it's probably for the heating pipes and plumbery type cutting. Look, nice and straight. There we go. Looks alright, doesn't it? Nice and neat. No damage to anywhere. Got to do one more of those and then add a double socket into the wall. Right, next bedroom. I've got the same setup. We've got to convert this anyway, but we're not going to do it yet because we found that cable goes down around in this bedroom here. That's the light we've got to move on the landing, so he's going to be moved over to there, which is simple. There's some cables about, we just looked under here, roughly. And when we wiggle that one in the bedroom, these wiggle. So I'm hoping we can tie one on, cut this board up here, pull them to here, and then we just got to get them up into this wall and add a new socket. the light. That's it. There we go, look. Oh, I'm bloody shattered already. Our plan, that's some frigging downlights we did, isn't it? Plans work, we tied on, pulled it through. It's come from the next door bedroom, and this is our new one with our old one. He will go up there in that wall, hopefully, to a new socket. Right, here's our socket. We've cut it in the wall, it's plasterboard. And then a little trick, if you didn't know it, get yourself a long 1/4 inch drive, tape them to the end, because this one's rubbish, it falls out, but you can get that straight in. I'll be able to drill that wood and come out here with it. Right, hey, let's get you set up here a bit better. So from this morning, since we started all this work, what do we have, James?
We have 21,
yep.
20 and 30.
Okay, 0.21, 0.20 and 0.30, yeah? So after all the works, let's see what we got. Put that there, I might be able to see it. Right, you need to write these down then, James. Right. Our ones, yeah, so lives.
Yeah.
0.32. So we've not increased the circuit that much, have we?
No.
Let's be honest. And this cable's lovely. This old cable is absolutely lovely compared to some of the stuff we come across. 0.31 on the neutrals, and the CPC is 4.7, so that's a bit high. That's a bit higher than it should be. Have a look. It's about right. I don't know if that was reading right this morning.
What's cool?
0.46.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do some other readings now. Right, I ain't feeling too good, I'm not gonna lie. Right. I think we've got a... That isn't on, mate. That isn't on. It's not on. That isn't on. Is it the other RCD? Let me have a look. Let's have a look. This crappy board. Yeah, it's off. Look.
I was on him a second ago when I went upstairs.
Cooker. Sockets up. It's tripping it. Why the frickin' hell is that tripping? Oh, I am a complete idiot. What, I'm turning that on, James? Yeah. What an idiot I am. There we go. What a plonker I am. I thought I'd made a mistake, but I hadn't. Do you know what I did? Left my piggyback lead plugged in my tester. Oh my god. Left my piggyback lead plugged in there if I'm doing my insulation resistance. And what do you think happened? Tripped it straight out, didn't it? There we go. So I think we got TNS here off the sheath. 0.34, nice. 0.34, I'll go around the others, James. We're doing RCD quickly. Do you want to run down and reset it? Type AC. Let's see what we get. Fingers crossed it's all good. Obviously I don't like AC RCDs, but we've got original board here and it complies. We have an RCD as such, so. Two more, yeah? Okay. So we will record highest times 5, which is 12 milliseconds, James. 12 milliseconds. Right, I'll go around now, do my final earth loop to all the sockets, and then we'll pack up, and we'll move one light today, and then that'll do for today because I'm feeling a bit rough. Alright, James is fitting floorboards back, as you can see. I'll show you what the crack was. See that there? And it's not even centre of the corridor, it looks rubbish. So we've lifted the floor, it actually hit that cupboard, yeah? It's like donk, donk, donk. So what we're doing, the cables were long enough, I'd managed to reroute them. So we've got 1, 2, 3 existing. What I've done is cut my switch. That's the switch in black, so I cut him off so I can identify him. And all I have to do is add one cable, extend the one cable, which I assume is the feed from the board. Comes to this one first. So I'm going to put the pendant back up in the middle now, and then I'll give that a little. I'll put some plasterboard in there and then skim over that for him. Right, there we go, pendant's moved, first fill, and I've put some plasterboard in there. Only thing left to do is to take this board cover off and do some readings at the board and just put a sticker here, and all I do is mark my label up, minor works only, certificate, number, whatever, yeah? So this is the board. As you can see, it has had some alterations done. These are the cables that run in that cavity. They're sort of blobbed into this wall, and that's that pipe which is red hot, which is right next to them. It was done in 2008. I'd say this board would change, and then it was due a test. He put 5 years on it. Look, July 2013. So it hasn't been done nearly 10 years, yeah. Basically, I'm just editing this video. I didn't get any pictures. I didn't get any pictures or footage of what we did next. I was feeling a bit rough that day, so we just went home a bit earlier. But there's a little porch out the front, a wooden porch. They had an horrible bulkhead that didn't work, actually. There was no lamp in it. Client didn't like it, so we took that down and replaced with two spotlights basically out on the porch. Here's some pictures. If you found the video interesting, give it a thumbs up. Massive shout out again to ITS for sponsoring the video, and if we get 5,000 thumbs up, we'll get James a new tool from the catalogue. See you later, take care, bye bye.